Strat-O-Matic Excel Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Troll.
(1974 to 1977). Welcome back, baseball fans. 1974-77 Carryover League. Another opening day, the first opening day battle in the National League. It is the defending National League champion LA Dodgers visiting the Atlanta Braves. An exciting battle of the teams drafted 30 and 31st, appearing in the League Championship Series versus each other. Let's go take a peek last year to the improbable accomplishment of the Atlanta Braves. So Atlanta and the Mets and the Phillies were almost a dead heat at the end of the regular season. And Philly was the odd man out. They didn't make the playoffs. Mets and Braves did. Mets were given the division in a tiebreaker. They won in the first round, as did Atlanta, beating Arizona and the Pirates, respectively. In the divisional round, though, the Mets stumbled to the Dodgers 4-3, while Atlanta pulled the stunner of stunners. The Big Red Machine was head and shoulders better than everybody else in the National League, but the Braves beat them 4-2. And the Dodgers and Braves played in the LCS a year ago, and the Dodgers won that 4-2 to go to the World Series that they lost to the White Sox. A little review of a year ago. There have been some changes to the teams with the Dodgers. Not a lot has changed, really. They added Vic Davalillo and a lefty bat, Ron Hodges, a utility player, Mioli. They traded for Rick Rhoden, and they got Al Downing in a deal. Braves got Hanson, a one-way corner first base player. Barry Bonnell debuts with the 77 card. They got Larvell Blanks. Mike Beard, who struggled in the bullpen a year ago, goes into the rotation where he'll be even better, we think. They drafted Torey Alaba, lefty, to take his place. That's about it for both squads. Opening day from hot Atlanta, Fulton County, Dodgers at Braves. Your pitching matchups for the Dodgers. Of course, it is Don Sutton. Not 74-77 would not be a nice little 4-year run for him. That's okay. He's 16-13 with a 2.87 ERA in 254 innings anyway. So there's that. Just when you think he might be ordinary, he's still much. He's on Mount Rushmore, folks. Him and Steve Carlton, Tom Seaver, and Jim Palmer, those guys. And the Braves counter with, of course, Phil Niekro with a great 1974 20-game winner, 2.38 ERA. By the way, this will be the last year the Braves can take advantage of that incredible 74 pitching staff of Niekro, Buzz Capra, and Tom House. Woo! Those three cats. They already had to say goodbye to the 1973 launching pad offense. So it ultimately got him to the league championship a year ago. It'll be much more difficult to get there again this year, and then next year, who knows. Let's get started. We'll spin the tumblers. And leading off, it's Dave Lopes. 2-6 grounds ashort. Billy Buckner, 2-5 grounds to first. And Steve Garvey, 2-5, rolling the column, 2-5, double 1 to 10, he gets a single. The Toy Cannon walks on 1-9, and with 2 on and 2 outs, it's Willie Crawford. 48, second X. Now, a second is Davey Johnson still, but his defense is worse. No, well, he's a 4-18. His range is gone, but he can still field it when he gets to it. And he makes the play. Bottom of the first, it's Dusty Baker leading off. 2-7 K. There are rumors of Dusty Baker going to the Dodgers. We have to pump the brakes on that a little bit. Braves are saying, no, thank you. We'll keep Dusty till at least 75 next year, this year, and next year. And then maybe the year after that, we'll trade him to the Dodgers. How do you like them apples, is what the Braves said. Ralph Garr. 1-8, triple 1-7, base hit. Speaking of 1974 guys, those pitchers I mentioned, Ralph Garr will turn into a pumpkin after this year as well. A lot on the line this season for the Braves. They really want to push their chips into the table. Bob Hansen, 59, second C. Runner moves to second for Henry Aaron. 57's a K. Top of the second inning. It's Ron Say, 46, walks. Vic Davalillo, 56, double 1-6 is a base hit. Davalillo had been out of the game for quite some time. Player from the 1960s, played with the California Angels. Then he turns up as a pinch hitter late in the decade with the Angels. The Angels don't need him, so they trade him to the Dodgers. Bill Russell, 1-7 is a 6-4-3 double play, but with a single advancing the runner that does score the run on the double play. No RBI given. And Ron Hodges, 67, pops to first. 1-0. Darrell Evans, 54, pops to third. Davey Johnson, 56, strikes out. And Marizite Oates, Johnny Oates with a single. Barry Bonnell, 2-9, pops to first. 1-0 to the third we go. Davey Lopes, 1-5. Is a base hit to center field. Double-A Steeler with a lead. They're going to take off on Johnny Oates. He's safe. Now Bill Buckner. 66. Single 1-6. Cannot get it. Cannot convert. Steve Garvey, double, first time upper, single. 56. Double 1-4. Double 1-4 off the Negro card. That is an RBI single after the Lopes stolen base. It's 2-0 Dodgers. Jim Wynn, the toy cannon, a base at the right field. They're getting the Negro now with regularity. Garvey will hold. Yeah, good arms in Atlanta's outfield, at least in center and right. First and second with 1 out for Willie Crawford. 2-10, flies to right. That could have been a sac fly had you run, but they got negative arms for Bunnell and Baker. 2 outs now, and it's Ron Say. 69, flies to center. A lot of singles, just 1 run. Sounds like the old Dodgers, Wes Parker era ones. All right, Marty Perez, 38's a base hit. Johnny Baker, Johnny B. Baker, 3-7, base hit right field. Perez will hold at... No, he's going to run off the +3 arm of Wynn, definitely. And this is what happens. He gets thrown out, lollygagging, figuring that Jimmy Wynn wouldn't uncork one with a +3 arm. And he uncorked one with a +3 arm and nipped them by 1. It was a 15 shot to get the runner to the third in less than 2 outs. And yeah, he just got wiped out. We often see this, folks. The guy that leads the league in outfield assists usually has a plus arm because everybody and his grandmother attempts to run on him. Clemente, he'll never lead the league in assists when you have a -5 or a -6 arm. So, all right, well. Down 2 runs, that could be costly. Baker at first with 1 out, and it'll be Ralph Garr. 3-6 is a single dot. So, first and second with 1 out, Bob Hansen. 45 flies left. And with 2 outs, it's Henry Aaron. 2-11 is his column, and he pops to third base. We go to the fourth. It's Vic Davalillo, 6-11. Pitcher X, Necro, E0, don't roll E0, home pitchers, one of the home field advantages. Bill Russell, 3-6, base hit. Ron Hodges, the runner at first. Could do a 1 out hit and run here, that'd be fun. No, let him spin away. 6-10, third X. Darrell Evans, a 3E25 at third base. He kicks the ball for an error. 2 on. For Davey Lopes. 3-6 is the K. And with 2 outs, it's Bill Buckner. 1-5, let's take a look at a card. So, could this be the last year Bill Buckner plays for the Dodgers? Doesn't have to be. He can get an extension with 75 or 76 card. But practically, with Garvey playing the position that Buckner desires, he'd like to get out of LA. Not a bad idea. But a great 74, 314, 7 home runs. You know, it's funny. This is early baseball. You know, the Dodgers have, this is April baseball in 1974 theory. The Dodgers have Al Downing in the bullpen. They've got Hank Aaron on the Braves. We could get that 715th home run somehow out of this game if we bring Downing in late. Wouldn't that be fun? And it was Bill Buckner who was playing left field that day and literally almost leaped over the fence in an amusing attempt to catch the home run ball. There was no legit shot. He just kind of had some fun there with that. But 1-5, homer 1-5. That is a double to center field. 1 run scores. Do you want to run Ron Hodges with 2 outs? He's a 9, 10, 11. Nah, -3 arm is an 8. Now they're going to go for a 2-run single out of Garvey here. Second and third, and it'll be Steve Garvey. 2-5, and it's a 2-run single for Steve Garvey on 2-5. Scoring Buckner and Hodges. That's what patience will give you sometimes. Jim Wynn, 48, is a K. 5-0 Dodgers. They seem to be the better team on paper, but we'll see. Bottom of the 4th. Darrell Evans, 1-8's a fly to right. Darrell Evans' template, by the way, is the same as his template a year ago, but you got to subtract about 16 home runs from it. So yeah, no automatic homer there, and no homer there. You get the idea. Davey Johnson, 67, double 1-3 off the Sutton card, no sir. And Johnny O's 55. Second X. Second baseman is Davey Lopes of 3-16 this year. That'll be a base hit. Barry Bonnell, 68, looking for his first major league hit, and he strikes out. We go to the 5th. Dodgers rolling today, 5-zip. Willie Crawford, 66, they're nailing Necro's card. Single 1-6. This time he catches the pop out. Ronce, 1-7, double 1-12 is a 2-base hit. Vic Davalillo, 38, single that scores a run. My goodness, we're almost at the point of weakness on Necro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys in 5 innings. That's all right. Bill Russell, 65, center. And Ron Hodges, 1-5, grounds to second base. Bottom of the 5th of a 6-0 Dodger game at this point. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Hotlandia. Not so hot. Not so hot Atlanta right now. Best thing about the Braves or Hotlanta right now is the music they're listening to. But bottom of the 5th, it's Marty Perez. 1-7 strikeout. Dusty Baker, 2-8, double 1-12. He catches it. I thought it was another Dodger. He was getting in the spirit of the Dodgers, yet he's a member of the Braves. Ralph Garr looking for his 3rd hit. 68 off Sutton is a walk. 2 on. They need something in this inning. Bob Hansen, 54, pops to 3rd. And with 2 outs, it's Henry Aaron, 48, pops to 1st. We go to the 6th. Davey Lopes, 2-7's a K. Bill Buckner, 48, second X. Second baseman is Davey Johnson, the 4-18. He makes the play and check the E rating there. He's at 18. And Steve Garvey, 56, looking for another hit. And he gets it off the Necro card. It's another single. 4 singles for Steve Garvey today. That's why they bat him 3rd. Jimmy Wynn, 48, is a K. Laboring is Necro, but he throws the knuckleball, so it's not like he's exhausted or anything like that. Bottom of the 6th is Darrell Evans. 1-6 is a walk. Davy Johnson. 68, that is a K off sudden. Johnny Oates, 2-8's a base at the left field. Here come the Braves again. They put men on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men in 6 innings off a Sutton. Nada to show for it. That ill-advised running of Marty Perez in the 3rd inning looms large here. First and second. Actually, it's single left field. First and second for Barry Bonnell. 3-7 flies to center. Big moment here for Marty Perez. 57 is a strikeout. Sutton bears down again. The frustrated fans here in Atlanta do not like the looks of this scoreboard. We'll go to the 7th. It'll be Willie Crawfish. 1-9 is a K. Ronce. 1-9 left, and Davalillo. 4-5. Welcome back to the Dodgers. He flies to left. Welcome back to baseball. Dick Davalillo. My goodness. Stretch time here in Hot Atlanta. Let me get the little box up. Let's put the bigger box up here. Yeah, let's get this thing shown. Feats Don't Fail Me Now we're enjoying. 1974, arguably Little Feat's best. Oh, Atlanta. Yeah, Oh, Atlanta is on here. Rock and Roll Doctor, Skin It Back, Spanish Moon. They're all on here, folks. Feats Don't Fail Me Now. The Cold Triple Face, Tripe Face Boogie's on here, folks. I mean, it's all here. It's all happened in 1974. For your Little Feat fanatics. Okay, bottom of the 7th. It'll be Johnny Baker. 38 short. Ralph Garr, 38, flies to right. And Bob Hansen, 46, is a fly ball to right. And you know, Henry Aaron leads off next inning. Hint, hint. Henry Aaron leads off next inning, folks. And we're on TV here. We might just do some finagling here. We go to the 8th. Necro, down 6. I think he's going to throw the towel in today after 7 innings. It's opening day. And let's get to the bullpen. Pablo Torrealba. Let's get him his debut done. Pablo 0-2 with a 3.57 ERA in 53 innings in 1977? 76 for Pablo. He will face Bill Russell. 5'10", catcher's X. Your catcher is a 3-1, and he makes the play. All right, batting for Ron Hodges. Glenn Burke. Glenn Burke's going to get a pinch hitting shot here. 2-2 flies to center. He'll play defense for probably for Jim Wynn. Davy Lopes. Davy Lopes grounds to short. We'll put a catcher in Jim Wynn's. We'll put a catcher in Davalillo's spot. Make win the DH, and everybody will live happily ever after. And you know what? Here we are, folks. I mentioned some finagling. I'm going to do it. I think it's opening day for Sutton. He doesn't need to throw a CGSO when it's this early in the year. It's April baseball. Just, don't wear your guy out. It's a 6-0 game. It's largely over. So we're going to pull Sutton after 7. We're going to do it. We're going to bring in Al Downing. Here in the 8th inning, Al Downing. The Dodgers, there's a wild bit of trading of relievers and so forth. They traded for Tom Murphy with a sub-2 ERA as a righty, and then they dealt him back to the Brewers, who had Al Downing, who they got a few years ago. Downing is 2-1 with a 2.88 ERA in 75 innings. He comes into the game, and the fans are on their feet because they're waiting for the home run record. And this is the last chance for Henry Aaron to bat today, practically. So, Henry Aaron, it's all in place, folks. April 8th, 1974. What is today on the release date on this? But anyway, 74, 26. That's 26 years in the previous century and 26 in this. 52 years ago. The pitch to Henry Aaron. 47, and no, he does not. He strikes out. Well, he didn't hit the homer in his first at-bat in that game either. I mean, it was his second at-bat he did. Darrell Evans. 47 is a walk. Davy Johnson. 64, third exits. Say, he's a 2E19. And he turns the double play. We'll go to the ninth. All right, that's enough of Pablo. Let's get Ron Schuler some work. Ron Schuler had pitched for both the Braves and Phillies. He was 1-0 with a 288 ERA in 76 innings with Philadelphia. And it's Bill Buckner leading off. 1-3, flies right. Steve Garvey with a spoon, looking for his fifth hit. 2-3, pops a second. And it'll be the toy cannon. 47, a strikeout. Nice relief work by the Braves. And bottom of the ninth, we'll pull Downing here. And I might have to bring in Mike Marshall just to get his innings in this year. So that's where we're at with Mike Marshall. He just cannot get enough innings. He cannot gobble up enough. So he'll gobble this one up. It seems like Stan Wall and Charlie Huff are just going to be emergency relievers only for the Dodgers. And it's going to be all Mike Marshall and a little bit of Al Downing. Mike Marshall, 74, 15-12. 2.42 ERA. And are you listening? 208 innings out of the bullpen. Appeared in like 100 games, which is insane. Finished over 80 games. Like I think he finished 86 games, which meant that he was on the field at the end of most of the Dodgers games, regardless of what was going on. Then he's on the field longer than the grounds crew, folks. So bottom of the ninth, it'll be Mersey Oates, Johnny Oates. 3-9, grounds are short. Barry Bonnell. 1-4, grounds are short, and trying to complete a 3-pitcher CGSO. Marty Perez will step in the box. 1-8, homer, 1-6, fly ball. And we look up, it is a fly ball on 14. So there was a chance to ruin the shutout in the last pitch of the game. It did not happen. And yes, of course, the Dodgers held on from the start and just increased their lead, and the Braves eventually did submit. Final score, 6-0 Dodgers opening day road win. Coming off a difficult World Series, they right the ship at the beginning of 2026. Don Sutton with a win, Phil Nicker with a loss. We'll have the results of the series after the break, so stick around. All right, folks, here's the box score of the game you just saw. The 6-0 Dodger trouncing of the Braves on opening day in Atlanta. Don Sutton, 7 innings, 8 hits. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and Downing and Marshall completed the game with just a walk and a K. Bad day for Negro. 7 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, but just 3 are earned, so doesn't kill his run average. Atlanta needs a rebound after a Game 1 deflating loss. So what happens in Game 2? It is Tommy John. Love the 74 card. This is the year at a certain point. This year, he is going to hurt his elbow and then require an eponymous elbow surgery. But for now, it's looking good against Buzz Capra. Dodgers loaded up with extra lefty bats against Capra. Rudy Mioli and Ron Hodges are in the game. Good Lord. Trying to see if that would be an opportunity against the righty dominant Capra. First inning, you get a Buckner single, a Hodges single, RBI ground out, 1-0. Scoreless, well-pitched game by Capra and Tommy John. Bottom of the 6th, you get a walk. Ralph Garr gets a single off of the defense of Jim Wynn. Put runners on the corners. You get a sac fly by Hank Aaron to tie the game. It's 1-1. In the 7th inning, Capra, starter 8, John starter 7. Russell gets out, then left-handed batter Rudy Mioli gets a hit off the Capra card. That's a single. Then you get a Buckner walk, and then you get Ron Hodges, another lefty, gets a single off the Capra card. That scores the runner, and it's 2-1. And that is how it will finish. Capra does go 9 innings. Complete game loss, 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 5, struck out 5. Tommy John went 8 innings, just that 1 sac fly allowed, and then Mike Marshall in the 9th inning, 3 up and 3 down. Dodgers, back-to-back road wins. They look pretty good here. A lot of speed, too, on this team. Glenn Burke can run, David Lopes can run, Bill Russell, Jim Wynn. As much maligned as we always seem to sandblast the Dodgers bench players year after year after year. We're always doing it. We did it when they had Frank Baker and Biff Pocoroba and some other guy a year ago. They got Ron Hodges and Rudy Meoli on the bench this year, and, well, they just contributed to a victory. On the road against a team they played in the National League Championship Series a year ago. Game 3, Mike Beard struggled as a closer, or struggled in the bullpen as a lefty last year. They expect better things as a starter against Andy Messersmith, who really was the most effective Dodger pitcher a year ago, but not today, for either guy early. Ralph Garr, a leadoff triple, Barry Bonnell, RBI single, Atlanta leads. Bottom of the inning, Lopes singles, steals a base, Buckner singles, Garvey RBI ground out, Yeager RBI single. The Dodgers lead. Second inning, Davey Johnson single, Darrell Evans 2-run homer. The Braves lead. Bottom of the second inning, after an out, you got a Glenn Burke walk to Lopes, and a 2-run double Bill Buckner. Dodgers lead. It goes back and forth, 4-3. Then in the third inning, again, single K, single walk, 2-run single Davey Lopes. And so far, it looks like Mike Beard can't he's got a good card for Atlanta, but last year it didn't work in the bullpen, and it's not working in the rotation. The good news for him and for Messersmith, they settle down. After being a 4-3, 6-3 game early, there's no more scoring until the Dodgers add on an RBI single in the 8th off of Tom House. It is 7-3 in the 9th inning. Messersmith leaves after 7 2/3, 11 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Stan Wall, long reliever, comes in with a 4-run lead and gets the final 4 outs just to get some work in. Pretty easy peasy. Dodgers, a 3-game sweep of the Atlanta Braves by a score of 7-3. 2 of the games weren't particularly close. 3 straight wins for your LA Dodgers. Oh my! You know, the thing is, the team that loses the World Series normally struggles the following year, but the Dodgers pushing their chips in. They want to get back. They got 2 World Series years at either end of this timeline to consider. Atlanta, with an 0-3 start, is hitting .230 with a 4.15 ERA, as expected. And the Dodgers stats on a 3-game sweep, they're pretty impressive. Hitting .283 with a $1.33 earned run average. Dodgers get a 3-game sweep without hitting a home run in any of those 3 games. Pretty interesting for them. And that is the first National League Series with the Dodgers. Obviously, will have the best record in the National League when all the opening days are done. So break up your LA Dodgers. They do indeed. 3-game sweep of the Atlanta Braves. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.